This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cageside Press, and I'm here with former UFC strawweight champion Joanna Jedrzejczyk, who has the epic rematch with Zhang Weili at UFC 275 on June 11th. Joanna, a little bit of time. I want to get right into it. Everybody's talking about, the first fight was so good, and we're excited about the rematch. What's that like for you? Because obviously fans are always excited to see you go back out there,
Yeah.
but there's easily more anticipation for this particular fight than, let's be honest, if you were fighting maybe somebody else right now.
Oh yeah, because we put on a hell of a performance and great fight of the year, and people expecting us to do this again. But I feel like me and Weili Zhang, we are at this level where we know what does it mean to be the champ and be right there at the top. And we know that there is a big prize because one of us after the victory will go for the strawweight belt. And but the thing is that anything and everything can happen in the fight. But I feel like me and her, we are such a warriors, and we are going to give the best fight of the year again 2 years later.
I wanted to ask you about that because when I think about it, everyone, the first fight was so good. And yeah, I'm ready to do it again if I have to. But obviously, you've grown as a martial artist. You expect she's maybe grown as a martial artist. Is it wrong to say maybe we are getting our hopes up? Because I know you're ready for a war, but if you can, maybe first round knockout. You don't want to have to take damage. You don't want to need to go
Oh,
deep.
of course, nobody wants to get damaged, and these fights are not easy fights. But I know that I'm there right at the top, and I always wanted to face the best, and this is what I'm doing. I'm facing the best, and because I know what my goal is, I'm on a mission to get this title back, and I know I have to face the best. And this whole MMA, women's MMA is changing. The level is just going up all the time with every fight, with every event. So I have to stay in shape. Of course, my dream fight is to win the first round via knockout or submission, but isn't that easy, as you know, following UFC and UFC fights. So we will see. I'm just performing for everything and anything. I need to be in the best shape ever, as always. The hard work is so many weeks before. Fight is an exam. Fight is a pleasure. It's a cherry on the top of the birthday cake. So yeah.
I'd like to go back a little bit. Joanna, a couple of years ago, it just seemed like your entire social media game and just the Joanna Jedrzejczyk brand, it just seemed to grow. People were saying, Joanna is doing more photo shoots now. Joanna's life just, maybe we didn't always see it, but it's more glamorous now. Can I ask, what
Yeah.
changed? What I guess, were you just now doing more and posting more about it, or was
Hey,
it just like,
I,
I
I,
need a
I'm trying
post?
to I'm trying to get as much as I can from every moment and every chance in my life, and this is who I used to be. People were not complaining when I was working at the grocery store of my parents. When I became the UFC strawweight champion, I was making $50 a week, and I was doing studies in the weekends, fighting, competing, and working my ass really hard in the gym and in the store. And I was always like this. I was always very disciplined, hard worker, and it's all about how you managing your time. Some of the athletes, they like to go home and do nothing, and I'm this type of person who likes to do things, who likes to think. Who I run so many businesses. I just launched my supplement company, my labs, and I last year I did my racing debut. I started playing piano, tennis. I'm very into photography, into so many things. But I feel like a few years ago, 10 years ago, I started my Instagram account, and I felt that it was thing to be focused on, and it helped me to get this extra money outside. But this is what I like to do. It doesn't take so much time, you know. When people see me posting, they're like, oh, that's why you're losing, because you spend too much time at the pool. But when I do post from the gym, there's only few likes, but from the pool there's like much more. So it's not my problem, it's people problem. But they don't know what I'm doing, you know. They see what they want to see, they talk about what they want to talk, but I know what I'm doing, I know how hard I'm working every single day. But it's a big platform. But sometimes I'm like, these people don't understand that I spend most of the time in the gym. I do training, 13 training sessions a week. I live in Florida. The weather is so beautiful. I have pool right next to my apartment. Why not to go there and rest? Why do I have to stay in bed? Do I have to show to people how poor I am, how tired I am, and I have to stay in bed? No, hell no, I'm enjoying my life every single day. And the other thing is that it's all about managing your time. It's such an important thing in the business as well. So this is who I am, and I will not stop working because people don't like it. People don't like to see the exposure. You know, people are lazy. Some people want to work more, some not, and I respect that. But just let me work, let me do my things, and that's the point. And you know what's good? I've met so many great athletes, not only from Poland but from all over the world. And what I like about them, that they are like, girl, I really respect that see you working hard in the gym, dealing with all of this, and doing these businesses you run, and the social media. They give me this extra credit, and it's actually super. It motivates me to do even more, because I know there are people who really like it, and they wish they were like me. They were great athletes, but they also use the time, you know, the momentum, because the fighting career don't last forever, you know. So you need to get as much as you can from this moment, this place, and people around you.
I think we could definitely see that. And I think for people who would question, you do still post a lot of pictures at the gym, at Top Team, working with Brown. So I know that those hours are still being put from Joanna, from anyone who would question that. This is going to be a bit of a weird question. Joanna, would you say you're more famous now than a couple of years ago when you were, you know, UFC champion?
Yeah, I feel like, you know. And sometimes I say like, I didn't get as much as I wanted, but that time I was not that smart like I am right now. I was not that experienced like I am right now. And but I'm trying to get as much as I can, you know. I needed this. I maybe it no, I I feel the fire to the fighting. I love this sport. That's why I'm back to fighting, you know. But I needed this extra motivation, because if you can not take damage, if you don't have to put your health online with every camp and every fight, and if you're making the same or bigger money outside, of course working your ass hard, so why to do this, you know. But I have so much fire and so much love to this sport that I want to do it, you know. But somehow you need this extra motivation. I don't have to go there and fight for money, for bread, like I used to, you know. And I'm very happy that I got to the point. Like I said, I used to work for $50 a week, train, work, study, and I made it, you know. So people can't complain that I'm doing all of this, you know. And I'm approaching all of this, that my legacy is just getting bigger because I created that, you know. I'm very thankful to God for my creator, but I know he gives me tools, chances to do even more. But it's all up to me how I want to use my talent, how I want to use my tools, and make it work. And in the same time, I feel like I'm on the mission to motivate people to do things. I did it. I've done that. You can do it as well, you know. Because I will continue extending my legacy, fighting legacy, as an athlete, as a businesswoman, and as a human in general.
My final question, because I know we only have a little bit of
Yeah.
time. Your countryman, Jan Blachowicz, he has a big fight next week with Alexander
Oh yeah.
Rakic.
Yeah.
A bit of, analyst, Joanna, how does Jan get the job done next week, in your opinion?
Oh, you know what? Jan is such a great athlete, and he just got he has got so much stronger, not only physically but mentally. And I know, Rakic. He's my former teammate, and I know
Oh,
Rakic. He's a very young, talented athlete. He used to train with us at the American top team, and I know how good he is, and I know how good this fight is going to be. The winner might get the title shot. Jan might be getting the title shot again and winning the belt, because I know he can do it. And I know Jan. I know that he's working really hard, and like I said, the key is to do the same what he has done few fights ago, when he won the UFC light heavyweight belt, and it's going to be a good fight. But I'm very proud that we have more and more athletes from Poland coming to American top team. Mateusz Gamrot, who is going to fight in June, big fight, last three big wins. He's on the go, on the roll, you say. And I'm very proud of Mateusz, where he got. We have Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Krzysztof Jotko just won his fight. He's like my brother. So I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of I just like to support my Polish fellas, my Polish athletes from different sports, Polish athletes from different sports, but especially this from the fighting business, because I know how hard it is. But Jan, do your job, show the Polish power.
completely get it.
Yeah.
Joanna, thank you very much for the
Oh,
time.
it's an honor. Thank you
Best
so
of
much.
Yes, best of luck the rest of camp. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, UFC 275, the rematch, Joanna Weili 2 on June
Oh
11th.
yeah, and
Don't
guys,
miss it.
watch me watching the UFC 274. It's around the corner this weekend. Watch me on Millions. It's free, but of course, make sure you're gonna watch me fighting with Weili Zhang. I'm expecting a good fight from Weili. Because I'm putting on hell of a performance right now. The hard work is now. So I will see you guys soon. Happy to be back for you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you, man.